Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on last year's national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So James Madison's offense will have the football first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Secures it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Penn State's offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Avila. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll do it himself. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He'll keep it himself. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Dukes will punt this one away.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Avila. The quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keeper. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And the Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Here we go. Slams ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Big fullback's got it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Avila. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I like the call. You're so close to midfield. If you don't get it, it's not the end of the world.
Do you like that they kept it on the ground and not just because it was successful?
Yeah, I think a lot of coaches tend to overthink it, and I just think you keep it on the ground, keep it simple, something you've been running since day one, and you know in short yardage situations, you do really well.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Tries to slip it forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Avila. Quickly to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Base, 27, jump.
Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Base, 27, jump. Base, 27, jump. Satellite, 414 satellite.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position, they located the football, and they went and game tackled.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. The hand to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed, try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they were able to corral him for a huge loss.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Now on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play, now setting up fourth down.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They'll line up for a second down play. He might want another play. To the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Give to the fullback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Bringing it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Turning it on! And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The no-frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
And we are linebacker U. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback that are so athletic, just straight playmakers.
And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
2nd down coming up.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Dukes will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 40. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big game.
The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Give to the single back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Avila. Quick strike complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, Penn State! A great catch and run for 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see how they handle it. Give to the running back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Dukes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. The 30. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em. And they hooked a W in this one. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Sends it back in motion. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Right back to the well. Got the 1st down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to...
Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
27, jump.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Finding an escape route. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Rides to back and leaves it. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Look out, he's got room! And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll try the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pucks it out of the air. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver. They get the completion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. A run for the quarterback. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So You know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to pass on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Snap from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. It's O'Leary. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Run it with the fullback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And now on second down for this offense.
Let's go! Let's go!
Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, Zach.
The option look. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in.
Turning it on. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Dukes are flying down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
On the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Sweet spin. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I think everybody on defense was expecting pass on 3rd and long. DBs, linebackers, everyone's got their eyes on the pass catchers, but no one was thinking about the running back, and it cost them.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the 1st down. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Sticks it in his belly. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Quarterback will keep it. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Now, a 4th down.
The Nittany Lions will try to pick it up on 4th down.
Charcoal! Charcoal!
They'll try to sneak it. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
It's a turnover.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field.
Military stun. Military.
He'll pull it on the read. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Power football with the run. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Looking to fire. Thanks to grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Throws toward the end zone. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Dukes! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. using his feet. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game.